Hello, hello. Welcome back to the last week of recreating book covers. This book I have not read, but I've actually seen it on Booktube for a while and been kind of curious about it. So if any of you have read this book and would recommend it, let me know in the comments below. But it was really fun to use this. It's kind of like washi tape, except for it's like a bigger sheet, and I cut it up into this dagger, and then I was cutting up flower petals. So if you've already been thinking, man, this looks familiar, that is probably because it is And I Darken by Kirsten White. This one was fun to play around with. So yeah, if you haven't figured it out already, this week I am playing with paper, just cutting paper, and I'm trying to make paper the sole medium for this project. This next one I also have not read, and I've never heard about it, I don't think. Oh, actually, that's not true. Somebody on my Instagram, probably the same person who recommended I recreate the cover, but she read it recently and really enjoyed it. So it was kind of interesting trying to get proportions correct with paper when, I don't know, it's hard to figure out the order in which you cut the pieces to get the proportions right. But this one is From the Ashes. That one is by Jessie Thistle. Let me know if you guys have read it and recommend it. Okay, so this one I had visions for what I wanted it to look like, and because I just kind of had to use the paper on hand, it didn't really come out like I wanted it to, like at all probably, but it was okay. I was able to cut these branches, which was kind of fun, just going freehand, no sketches, just with the scissor, just kind of making all these jagged little arms. Yeah, but in the end it kind of looks like coral reef under the ocean, which is not supposed to look like that, but you know. And I am cutting out an eye right now, and I really wish I had made it like twice the size, because it really should be a much bigger eye. But overall, I like the way the eye turned out. And this book is Reckless by Cornelia Funk, and I have not read this book either. All right, so moving on, I was really excited to use this ocean paper, which I've had for a while and waiting for the right project. And this is one of my top 2 for this week. This one, I really like the way it turned out. It had a few more elements, but it was pretty fun. So obviously I'm making a building, and it's actually a hotel, I believe. Again, have not read this one, but the cover is actually a illustrated cover, so I feel like that translated a lot easier to the paper art technique. So yeah, so I think it might be a castle hotel or something, I'm not sure. But anyway, there is a woman that I'm cutting out her pieces right now, and she didn't quite come out proportionally either, which is kind of funny, but I quite enjoy the way she turned out. It's kind of cool. I like her thick calves there. That makes me chuckle. But yeah, so I'm not sure if she's meant to be like a maid in this hotel or housekeeping, or I'm not sure, but she has a little sidekick on the cover, and it is a kitty cat, and that cat was really fun to cut out, guys. I just cut out the orange base and then traced it onto white, and then cut out the white bits that is in the cat's fur. And this book is Castle on the Clouds, by Kirsten Geer. Let me know if you've read that one. I noticed there's been quite a few book covers that have utilized the very dark or black backgrounds. This one in particular is a very simplistic cover, and when you take away the text, like the title and the author and everything from the cover, it's somewhat unrecognizable and yet familiar. So I wasn't sure how well this one would translate, but you guys let me know in the comments below. This one, if you haven't figured out, is Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer. Okay, we are on to the next one already. This one is actually my second favorite, one of my top two, and this one again has an illustrated cover, so I'm thinking there's some kind of correlation with the illustrated cover translating well to the paper art. But yeah, this one was recommended by someone on my Instagram, and when I saw that she had recommended this one, I was pretty excited because this is a middle grade, and I'm not sure how many middle grades were suggested to me throughout this whole project, so it was really fun to get this one. And the little details and everything was just a lot of fun to put together, and I like the way this one turned out. So if you're recognizing any of the elements, this one is George's Marvelous Medicine by Roald Dahl, and I have not read this one or any of Roald Dahl's books, but there it is. Okay, this one. In my mind, this one was first of all very easy to accomplish and very cool. And then when it came down to executing it, it just wasn't coming together. I mean, I didn't have a lot of green paper options to choose from, especially in the right tone of green, but yeah, I did my best, made it work. I don't know if it's recognizable, but this one is To Best the Boys by Mary Weber. Here's the flip through alongside the actual covers, so you can kind of see a bit of a comparison or what I was going off of. And yeah, let me know what you guys think of this whole challenge, and if you've read any of these books and or recommend any of these books, let me know in the comments below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye!